All right, welcome everyone to the second week of Clash of Champions 2. I am, of course, as always, Nicholas Mudge Intention on Taylor from Event Pubs. And I am joined today by my good friend, Mr. Martin.
Hey
How are you doing,
everyone. Yeah, I'm good. It's been a couple of rough months. I've been very busy with not so fun stuff, but
Yeah.
I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, I know you had a hand injury too, so you haven't really been doing much of fighting gaming or your more current hobby, which is showcased in our pictures of choice here.
Yeah, I broke my arm last month, so I had to lay off the guitar and the video games for like a couple of weeks, but it's been healing really well. So
yeah, so that is definitely good to hear. But yeah, the choice of pictures today are the instruments we play. Full disclosure, I haven't touched a tuba for 20 years, but you know I did play back in the day. I think Martin played guitar a bit more recently than that.
Yeah, earlier today actually. But
yeah.
So who we got with us tonight? First game. It's
Our first game is going to be two players you're very familiar with, and obviously the viewers as well, but you've probably known them even longer than our Grand Blue Fancy versus fans. It will be Svampen and Mirri. So it's a Swedish versus Finnish battle.
Yeah.
And you have history with both of these players, obviously. Like you and Svampen were, in my opinion, the two strongest Swedish players in throughout Xrd, or at least towards the end. Even though there were a lot of good players, I'm not trying to downplay anyone, but you two definitely left a lot of results on the chart.
Yeah, we played a lot of Guilty Gear. Became good friends during those years. Still are, and yeah, we travel a lot and stuff. And Mirri, I've only met him once, but he's a fellow. I mean, I played online with him a lot and talked to him a bit, and he's a fellow Kim Capuan appreciator.
Yes, so, the stream can't see it yet, but he has a KOF-themed name, which I believe is also something of a call-out or reference to you, like a little bit maybe. It's a thing.
I laughed a lot when I saw it. Yeah. I laughed a lot.
All right, so without further ado, we're going to move into the match. Let me just do the classic introduction, as we always do. For people who are new here, we always do. We have a few Japanese viewers. Usually watch the VODs after, not as many live because it's at a very awkward time for Japan. So with that in mind, as someone who is well versed in the Japanese tongue, so to speak, I have made introductions for each player in Japanese, which I will of course translate after. Like, I'm not going to say stuff you have no idea what it is, but that is always what we do before we start these sets. So, gonna start up with Svampen, of course. 百戦錬磨をくぐり抜けて、判断は常に冷静。スウェーデンの勇者、Svampen. Forged through hundreds of battles, his judgment is always calm. The hero of Sweden, Svampen. And of course, on the other side, トリッキーな仕組みで相手のメンタルを崩す魂の達人Mirri. With his tricky setups, he will mentally guard break you. The master of deception, Mirri. So these are the two players we are going to see in this first match, and of course, both you and I have interacted with them quite a bit. We played against them and everything. Like you go back to Xrd with them. So in that sense, I am extra happy to have you on today, simply so we can, how should I say, have more insight into this specific matchup.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. I've seen Mirri and Svampen play a couple of times, both in Xrd and Grand Blue. Always fun to watch. Hopefully, we can say something insightful about these matches. But with that said, I have a lot of history with each other. They played each other a lot, so we're probably going to see. I expect a lot of player-specific Yomi situations, so to speak.
Yeah.
Whereas everyone who doesn't know them will probably be like, "What the hell were they thinking?" And they'll be like, "This guy's a genius" to each other. Yeah. Or a total asshole.
Definitely. See if Godflesh can get them started. Also interesting to talk about with these two players is Mirri was a player last Clash of Champions where Svampen said like, oh, he's actually one of the players I'm more worried about because he knows me very well, you know, he is one of those players who I can really go back and forth with. And then Svampen ended up 7-0ing him. Like, it was brutal.
Nah. Did Mirri play Yuel back in that set as well, or?
He used Yuel and some Eustace, but mostly Yuel, as I recall. And that is another thing to bring up with Mirri. He has a lot of characters at his arsenal. Whenever a new character comes out, plays them, he participates in the Godflash character mirror tournaments. He won 5 in a row. Belial, Cagliostro, Yuel, who ended up being his main later, Andre or Uno, and Eustace. But he did not win the recent one with Siox, or Six, as it's also referred to. He got
Who won that one?
Strider, I believe it's Russian.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, he beat Fitizen in Grand Finals, and Strider and Fitizen both beat Mirri, as I recall. Chat can correct me if I'm wrong on that, but that's how I remember it.
Alright. So yeah, we've been seeing Svampen down a lot of life, but it seems like the match has been kind of cautious so far.
Yeah, I think that's an accurate assessment, and that's also
like nothing
often
too wild.
Yeah. I would say Svampen often plays like that, and Zeta can put you in that situation, but Yuel, on the other hand, likes to go a bit more wild.
Here we go. Once you get a knockdown, you can make something happen. Nice block from Nevir. That's the far M doing work, right?
Yeah, the far M, which was nerfed heavily, but it's still a very good tool. Like, Yuel goes pretty far forward when she does it, but there were 2 big adjustments to it that happened. I believe it was -5 before, so it was punishable at certain ranges, but honestly, really, basically never. I think it's -7 now. It's a lot more minus. But another thing, which I think is the bigger thing, is you don't get locked in block when she presses the button anymore. You can walk backwards, and then you'll block when the hit actually comes. Because before, before when you will press M, you were in block.
And while we talked about that, Svampen got around from one punish on the whiff grab and then another mix-up. That's very strong.
That is a Svampen round. Okay, so Svampen pushing into the corner here. Ooh, good Abaru. Okay, Mirri pushing in.
Are we out of sync, by the way?
Yes, the first game we're almost always out of sync. Unfortunately.
Alright.
I'm pretty sure I'm behind you.
I'm at 76.
Yeah, I'm at 76, but that's because the timer stopped from the super.
I see.
I'm at 74.
Yeah, I'm at 65, and
yeah.
I'm not gonna spoil anything, or maybe I am, but
feel free.
Stuff happens.
Oh
Svampen
god, yeah, Svampen did the Svampen thing, and all the Kumas in the chat always happy when Svampen finishes with the SSBA, the classic let-out hair finish for Zeta.
Yeah, hair is out.
Right, now we should be in sync. Usually that's
now we should probably be in sync.
Now it just started. It's a 97.
Yeah, so first game to Svampen.
Oh wow, yeah, that far light of Zeta is very useful. Svampen has been practicing quite heavily, obviously since he's played against me a ton, to punish Zephyrs with that. And punishing the advantage step from Yuel is essentially the same thing. Because you're punishing.
Do you always get the juggle on the forward spare, or is it only counter hit?
No, you get it anyway.
That's very neat.
I'm pretty sure, actually, I think it's going to be countered no matter what, because Zephyr puts you in countered state anyway. And since Yuel is doing a move, I would assume the same is for the case for her. So I actually think it's just counter it by default.
There we go. Svampen looking convincing.
Yeah.
This round as well.
But Mirri's still alive. Let's see if he can get anything here. Oh wow, that DP.
That was pretty unfortunate that he didn't get all the hits there.
Yeah, it's very rare to see that. I don't really know why that happened, but yeah, he only got 1 hit, so definitely hurt him. But I mean, the end result was the same. He got like a hard knockdown and then could try to get something.
Very nice jump on the disruptor.
Oh wow, yeah, he's
and a very nice DT as well for that.
Yeah, he did a spot touch because he was ready for the armor there.
But there we go, Svampen showing he's not afraid to press buttons.
Yeah.
Never been.
Oh, mirri. Oh, just as I was gonna say, like mirri with the 10 out of 10 block, and then he gets countered by the same thing right after. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that was probably what I was talking. Fairly related to what I was talking about earlier with these player-specific timings and the Yomi situations. Svampen probably had a feeling that mirri would press a button there.
Definitely. I don't think Svampen would just go for another heavy in that situation against most players unless he's familiar with them. Also, very unfortunate there for mirri to not get the... I'm sure he was going for the SSBA on that far medium. Didn't get it. Oh, got him low!
Oh, dear.
Enough. He didn't believe. He didn't believe. Oh, okay. Crazy. Oh,
dear lord.
Yeah, mirri was not thinking about that. The mental stack kicking in.
Hangetsun.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Is that this game's version of the EX Hangetsu in the air?
Except that the EX Hangetsu is another story, but I mean, more games should employ the EX Hangetsu.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Nice spot dodge, but mirri's still ready for it.
Yeah, very nice on mirri there, reacting to the spot dodge, or rather adapting from the spot dodge, like coming up with something else.
Yeah, that was definitely a gamble. Svampen saw it coming. Okay.
Oh.
Ooh.
I could feel. I would so try to take a press pro there.
Yeah.
Mirri
Oh,
didn't.
nice. Good reaction. Okay, gets up. Oh, this
That's
time
very
he
nice.
gets the SBA. Yeah, that's that. Yuel has a less damaging SBA because it will always go into animation. It doesn't have a close and far hit. But even in that situation, like obviously it's gonna kill. But her damage is fixed, so it's a bit different from most other characters. She's not alone in this,
Alright.
but she's one of few. I believe Eustace has the same thing.
I see. Very nice anti-air there.
Oh, okay.
To, full convert.
Yep.
Mirri showing a lot of bravery with the DPs, but it's working out for him.
Yeah. Oh, a lot of throws too. Okay. Oh,
there.
I believed in that so hard. It really looked like that was gonna be a proper hit.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that actually was a wish confirm or if he wanted to. I don't know if he just buffered it like too aggressively, so to speak.
Yeah, he
But-
was buffering it and didn't expect it to actually reach unless a button came out. But it was just wrong. Oh, but he gets it!
Wow, he got it anyway.
Yep.
Very nice.
Yeah, so that puts mirri on the board. He's already performed better against Svampen than he did last time. Since he picked Yuel from the start here, I think he's gonna stick to Yuel no matter what. We did see Eustace last time around, but I doubt we're gonna see Eustace or even like something like Stilts. I think he's gonna be committed to Yuel against Svampen. That is the matchup they played the most as well.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I guess none of them are too fond of the Zeta mirror as it is.
I know Svampen hates it. In tournaments, Svampen would generally pick Soris in that case. Soris not exactly known as a particularly strong character, but Svampen has a absolutely deadly Soris.
Yeah, and I can understand not wanting to play the mirror match.
Yeah.
It can be awkward.
It's the
can get
same
awkward
for
very
me.
quickly.
It's the same for me. I've picked up a new character specifically to not deal with the Maternity because I hate it. Oh, here we go. Okay.
Helps to cancel it into the spot dodge. So what are Yuel's options after a blocked far medium? Does she have any way of like continue pressure? Can she delay cancel it into something, or is it just?
She will generally cancel it into her quarter circle forward move, which is like a dash move, and that is never plus. It's safe unless you do medium, but it's not plus. It's -3, I believe, -3 or 2 on light and
Yeah,
EX.
so your turn is definitely over.
Yeah, you either do that or you do the vanity step, which you can cancel into the stance, so you can just take distance. But given that Yuel is a character who wants to be in, that's not really the option you want to take either. But you can, if you're in a situation where like Maybe your QCF is on cooldown and you don't want to be -7. You could do that to like get out. You could also cancel Foxfire, but Foxfire is slow enough where the opponent can probably like on reaction stop you in between. And it's not even sure that it's gonna reach because it's far M, right? So it's possible you'll just whiff it and then you're in a bad place.
Alright, but that's all they changed with her. They nerfed her far medium.
They did a few other changes, but nothing big. It was definitely far medium that was the thing that really got hit.
Did you consider that being fair, or was it like way overdone?
I think they went overboard with it. I think the big thing that they needed to do, and that was important, was that you aren't forced into block as soon as you press it. Because they did 2 other nerfs to it as well. It hits airborne worse than it used to, and there was, I think they extended the hurtbox of it. I think like it doesn't need to be -7 on top of everything else. That's kind of how I feel. But it's still a good tool the way it is now.
Yeah, I mean, it moves you forward. It's hit confirmable. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's definitely a good buffer.
But yeah, mirri didn't really get much done during that last round.
Yeah.
Looked like Svampen controlled the game there pretty convincingly.
Yeah, I don't really know how these players feel about the matchup. Svampen did release a matchup chart a while ago, but I don't remember specifically where he had Yuel. I think he said even, but I could be wrong. I believe he said even. Okay, here we go.
There we go. Here's the corner we're talking about. This is going to do the unblockable.
Oh, no, he went straight for that. Okay, yeah, that's going to be a round, instant. But yeah, in mirri's case, at least, that doesn't mean you can like be comfortable in the matchup necessarily, but he knows Zeta, because he made Zeta before, right? So he knows the character a lot and understands what her options are at what ranges and such. But just because you understand that, it doesn't mean that you can necessarily stop it.
No, exactly. I mean, sometimes you're just gonna have to guess or like just gamble in a sense. And no, I mean, knowing Zeta is one thing, but also know Svampen.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You might be aware of more unorthodox options that Svampen might employ at certain times.
Yeah. Yeah, because this... Yeah, that was very clean. Not gonna kill, but very bad position for mirri. Oh, nice! Called him out, but it's a long road ahead. Yeah, this gets him with the 2M.
Yeah, 2M.
The button.
At times, very reliable. I've heard.
Believe in victory.
Pretty consistent button. Sometimes, I don't know.
Sometimes. Yeah, I think most players, at least those who play against Zeta, would probably consider that Zeta's best button. I think Zeta players might have a different opinion. They might see more value in things like, 2L and such, like that they get a lot of things from, but 2M is definitely the most frustrating button to deal with on the opposing side.
Yeah, it's I mean, it reaches far, it's countable, it's very tricky to actually get a turn after it if you block it, even though it's negative. There we go.
Yeah, mirri doing these very hard callouts on the throws, and it's paying off a lot for him so far.
Yeah, but how long will that last? Like, how many callouts can you make?
Yeah, that is the question. But I do like it as an option, because if he does it and Svampen didn't throw, he can still be somewhat safe by simply cancelling it to the third dance and staying at a distance. Oh!
Yeah, it was airborne, so his combo dropped.
Oh, there you go. He messed up.
But he messed up.
He thought he had SSBA. He thought he had SSBA. He wasn't quite there. He was on. I don't know if he was looking at Svampen's bar or if he just like assumed that he was at a HP where he had SSBA. But yeah, since he got the unique out, he was definitely pressing S, which was not what he was supposed to do there, because he wasn't at that HP yet. What a shame.
Or he was ready with the sickest setup that Svampen managed.
Sickest setup known to man. I mean, I don't think so. When SBA would have probably killed.
Probably not, no.
But, oh yeah, hard call out with the DP does not pay off.
But I do really approve of these call outs though. You gotta show that you gotta be brave when you play fighting games.
Absolutely. And I think against a character like Zeta, you have to play quite meticulously to get to the situation where you want to be, like when you're in on her. So switching that up to being a bit more wild when you actually are in the range for throws or what have you is probably a good way to go.
Okay, if you can make someone doubt their strong options,
Yeah,
then you're gonna get a lot of work done.
for sure. Okay, and Mirri now push towards the corner. Svampen going in.
Yeah, the Svampen pressure.
That's minus. Yeah,
Yeah,
he was
but-
betting on it. Yeah, Zeta always has that option there. Well, I say always, not against Belial, because Belial can punish that, but every other character cannot, and has to respect like armor as a possibility here. Damn, Svampen has been very good with getting armor through Mirri's lights.
Yeah, he's been doing a lot of variation or follow-up from in that OP situation where he goes for like empty jump parry, and it's
Yeah.
been working out very well for him. And if it hasn't worked out, then he's been getting away with it.
Yeah. Oh yes, that is the option. That is exactly what you need to do against that. Good awareness from Mirri. It can be quite hard to get used to that because you aren't really reacting to the move itself. You're reacting to the flash and hoping you're right. Oh, okay. Mirri trying to catch up. Okay. Yeah, nice. That
He's
is
gonna need those punish here, but
Yeah, but it's straight out of the throw attempt, and Svampen turns it around anyway. Now at 6-1 over Mirri here.
yeah, if there's one thing Svampen really likes to do,
Believe in victory.
I don't know, maybe even more in this game than another is, I don't know, just trying to, considering how the strike throw mix-up game works in Bramble, he really likes to, I don't know, call people out with Abare 5L,
Yeah, for sure.
considering it's like, I mean, the reward is pretty good for him, and most people tend to not like go for a frame trap or something at that range, especially when, I mean, when they have like pretty far to the corner
Yeah,
and can't really like get a huge reward from it.
yeah. Mirri was on a roll a bit there, but then he gambled on the DP. The DPs have not been paying off that well for him, but
Oh,
lot of
that's a
it's other
very nice anti-air.
yeah.
Very nice conversion.
Yuel can get amazing conversions off of anti-airs if you're aware, and Mirri definitely 100% on that awareness.
There we go. Wake up to you.
Yeah, that is also.
I've seen this before.
Yeah, that is also a patented Zeta special. Alright, so Svampen now 1 round away from taking it.
Battle 2.
Are you sure Svampen didn't main Goken in SF4?
Allegedly he didn't, but I don't know, man. I haven't seen the tapes.
Yeah. I haven't checked the tapes either. I bet he had a secret Goken. Oh, that was
Probably.
a very nice Foxfire.
Yeah, but he didn't
almost
get the
got
full
it.
conversion due to cooldowns, I believe.
And here we go. This is the awkward situation where you don't want to be when your opponent is
he
at
was
set
too
point.
high up! I can't believe he was too high up. I really thought that was gonna work. Alright, on point with the anti-air still. Oh, nice. And regular knockdown. Oh, perfect.
Very nice.
Yeah, he's been so good at calling him out on that. Nice. What was the HP? Yeah, this should kill.
Yeah, very well done from Mirri.
Yeah.
Getting
No,
out of
Mirri is
that.
playing amazingly. I don't think the score is entirely representative of the effort Mirri has been putting in.
Definitely
Mirri
not,
is doing
definitely
super
not.
well.
But also getting out of the corner there when your opponent is on set point, you're down like 5 games already,
Yeah.
and I mean managing to get that round and keep yourself alive, that's very impressive.
For
It
sure.
also seems that Mirri seems pretty active on defense now, and it's been working out for him. Like he's made the right calls and whatnot.
Yeah, I think so too.
So here we go.
I feel like on defense, the only thing that hasn't been panning out that much for him is the DPs. And you know, you have to do them. Like, you can't never do a DP, because then the opponent won't be respecting your wake-up at all. Or your defense, I should say. Oh, okay. Goes for the EX knockdown here for the safe jump. A lot of jumping. Yeah.
Oh, that was a funky convert.
Actually
That
got
was-
full conversion. And
that
Mirri with the clean tech, just like last week.
Look at the freeze frame there. How smug she looks.
Yeah, very smug. Nobody is better at executing the Alt F4 than Mirri. Damn. Okay. Very good play there from both players. Like we were saying during the set, I really don't think the score was representative of how well Mirri played. Obviously, Mirri isn't quite as active with Granblue Fantasy Versus as the other players we have here, but I think that's also a testament to like how good this guy is at fighting games, because you can really see how well he adjusts.
Yeah, it's always a treat to watch Mirri play, in my opinion.
I think so too.
And he's the King Cup 1 connoisseur, so
yeah.
I mean, I only have respect for Mirri.
Yeah. All right. So coming up next here, we are going to have Sonic-san, who got his first win last week. He was not in the first Clash of Champions and actually made it into the second one through the last chance qualifier that we held with Hearts Are Blazing. He won 7-6 over Mirri, so it was very tight. And Mirri, he did the clean Alt F4 tech back then as well. And
nice.
On the other side, we actually have our first appearance, because this man was on break last week. The reigning champion himself, Mr. Dragoi.
I see.
So the interesting thing here is both of these guys main Belial. That is that is like their main character. Both of these guys also have other characters besides Belial. So it's entirely possible we're not going to see that character at all in this matchup. It could happen. Sonic-san definitely like mostly been playing Belial, but he has been going back a bit to his old main, which is Gran, who you are quite familiar with, of course.
Yeah, I remember Sonic-san being a very strong Gran player.
Yes.
Back then.
Yeah, I totally agree. He was.
He kicked my ass several times.
Yeah, outside of Row, I think it was you and him that really stuck out to me, anyway. And then Dragoi in the last Clash of Champions, he did have like a potential mirror match set when he went up against Deviants. And while Deviants did stick on Belial, Dragoi actually surprised everyone except Deviants apparently with Beelzebub, which nobody was expecting. And speaking to them after that, they were saying that Beelzebub versus Belial is an even matchup according to both of them, and Dragoi really doesn't like the mirror. So, regardless of what Sonic-san picks here, I think Dragoi is not going Belial. Almost certainly.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting, but I'm hoping that Sonic-san can pick Gran, because
I'm kind of hoping that too, because I
Gran
think Gran
is a pretty cool character. He's very stylish.
Gran is pretty sick, and I really like watching Sonic-san's Gran. All right, so let me do the introductions for these two lads. Dragoi hasn't had the introduction yet this season, of course, because this is his first time. For the returning players, I've largely kept the same introduction from last time, but I adjusted his just a little bit. So people who remember the old one, pay attention. But first, we're going with Sonic-san. 相手に休む余地を絶対与えない攻撃的モンスター影に潜む野獣 Sonic-san. He will never let the opponent rest. He is an offensive monster, the beast who lurks in the shadows, Sonic-san. And on the other side, ヨーロッパ最強のベリアル使いで1000回の優勝者突然現れたチャンピオン Dragoi. The best Belial EU and the reigning champion. The champion who appeared out of nowhere, Dragoi.
Yeah, well, nowhere is... I guess it kind of was nowhere, right?
Yeah, because he... like, not his region, but he really came out of nowhere.
Spain is a beastly region.
People knew about Spain, but they didn't know about Dragoi. People were talking about Gumius, they were talking about Thunder, and then all of a sudden, we hear like the Spanish players say, oh yeah, we got this guy Dragoi, he's super sick. And it's like, oh, okay. Where is he? And then he suddenly shows up and he just bodies everyone, you know?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Definitely like watching Dragoi. So I'm very much looking forward to this set as well. We got some great matches tonight.
For sure. I'm super excited to see who they pick, because, you know, Dragoi, like I said before, he picked Beelzebub last time against Deviants' Belial.
Yeah, we got Beelzebub versus
Beelzebub
Belial.
coming. Versus Belial. All right. Yeah. So no Gran for now. We'll see if that changes. But yeah, Dragoi, he's also been using the Wayne. He's probably going to be using the Wayne against MrPOW again. MrPOW on break this week, by the way. Shout out to MrPOW. He also has he has a Lancelot. I saw him use Percival in one tournament. You know, Dragoi has like he's a bit like Svampen, where he uses so many members of the cast, but he also brings them out for specific matchups. Whereas Svampen more does it. He uses Zeta in basically every matchup, but he has fun with other characters when he's a bit more lighthearted. Where it feels more like Dragoi is going all in for certain matchups.
But people picking up so many characters is sort of like a testament to how good this game is, or rather how much people enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to learn, I mean, unless you do it as a full-time job, I suppose, you're not going to learn like 5 characters just for, I don't know, specific matches. You do it because you like the game, you want to play these characters.
Yeah. Like, you're not satisfied just playing your main because there are so many cool characters. Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was a very nice confirm.
Yeah, and he got the Oki, but didn't really have anything good to cancel into, I suppose. Oh, called out.
Go meet a fireball into Condon.
So there's an interesting change they did to Belial's command grab, the EX one. It's, how should I say this? It has somewhat slower startup now. He will grab you a bit later. But it also has less recovery, so it's even harder to punish, and it was already not exactly easy to punish. So it's an interesting change, which is both a buff and a nerf. And last week, I believe it was, I think it was during the mirri Sonic Sunset, where we were looking and we were like, did they even nerf the startup of this? Like, it's hitting every time. It's like super fast. Oh, damn. Yeah, he was not expecting to. This is gonna be big damage. Oh, okay.
It could have been big damage.
It could have been big damage. I don't know what he's going for there. Is he trying to like
TK jumping light into dive kick or something, or?
Oh god, I don't know what's going on now.
That was a funky command grab.
Yeah, I have no idea what's happening.
There we go. Order restored with the DP. Nice jump there, and you're about to die, pal.
Yeah. So 1-1 in rounds. Yeah, something is going wonky for Dragoi right now. I have no idea what it is, but he was doing some very strange things in that round. Oh, here we go. Like, it could be execution errors, it could just be weird reads, right? Hard to say.
Yeah, it could be just like, I mean, if you haven't played in a while, maybe you have some unfamiliarity, like your muscle memory is sort of off.
That is something we need to highlight. Dragoi has been out there busting heads in Strike. So he has actually been very active in a different game for the last month, and that can obviously affect it as well.
Yeah, that's probably an explanation to what we're seeing here. But we're also seeing Sonic-san with a very comfortable life lead.
Oh, nice!
Very solid play.
Yeah, but this could be bad for him.
Yeah, Dragoi,
the classic.
Yeah, Dragoi was just about to claw his way back there with the one-hit confirmed to super, but Sonic-san clutched it out, and it's up to first game.
Yeah, it was very much looking like it there. Okay, let's see here. Sticking to Bubs. This is the character he believes in this matchup, and Bubs is a character whose stock has gone up a lot lately, because he was a character where a lot of people were kind of like, oh, he's kind of meh. Like, even after he got buffed. But Japan was like, no, this character's crazy. Like, he's super fucking good. And then we had Raid Summer recently. And, you know, yeah, there were 2 Bubs in top 8. Bubs got second. So, definitely a lot of eyes on this
won the Raid Summer?
Debagame Vasaraga.
Ah.
Actually, sorry. His full title is Debagame the Judge.
Oh.
So, well, you know that guy's serious.
Yeah, you gotta respect that. You gotta put some respect on that Vasaraga.
Yeah, he was crazy strong. Oh, yeah, this is a good range. He can actually connect with SDA from there. Yep. Nice, close it around with it.
Very nice, nice awareness there.
Yeah, you can do it at fairly far ranges, but you need to adjust a little bit on the timing when you want to hit it. Oh, okay. Yeah, nice DP from Sonic. Oh, yeah. Summertime has been very good at calling out. Oh,
Yeah, that was an interesting interaction.
definitely. Yeah, you can see the frame kills here from Dragoi. Like, he has the setups for the teleport Oki. We see this a lot from our fellow stream play Necron as well, who's obviously Above's main. And he has all the kind of Oki setups as well. Definitely a character who gets Oki off of basically everything due to that teleport. Oh, wow. And he can hold this. Gonna be a lot of damage. Yeah.
It was just enough damage.
Yeah, and Dragoi actually taking the second game there, so tying it up 1-1.
Yeah, 1-1, fairly quick there. Like a lot of action in the less awkward, more action in the second match.
Yeah. Well, shoutouts to Ninja in chat. Definitely someone both you and I know quite well.
Yep.
I don't remember seeing him before Clash of Champions, so shoutouts to him. Glad to see you tune in, man.
Yeah.
Another member of the Swedish FGC and a absolutely viciously good Samurai Showdown player. Plays other games as well, of course, but you know, Samurai Showdown is my jam, so gotta call that out.
Yeah, Samurai Showdown, that's a game I haven't played in a long time.
Bro, as soon as your arm is better, come over and play. Come over at any time.
Yeah, they changed that a lot, right?
Yeah, they
Like,
changed
there's a
quite
bunch
a
of new
bit.
stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot of. They have like guard crush. I don't think it's
Yeah.
as big of a factor that I was afraid it would be, but it's definitely a thing. And they got a bunch of new characters with like interesting mechanics as well.
That's pretty neat.
Oh, okay, yeah, he's in a good. I was a little too far away. I definitely thought he was in conversion range there. Okay.
Yeah, but I really like using a special to whiff punish stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go, man. See, it's still really fast.
Yeah,
Okay,
very
this
cheeky.
time. This time he did get tagged by the. Oh.
That I was so certain that was gonna work, but
Yeah, but man,
I was
Bob's
wrong.
throwing it out. Yeah, you see how fast it recovers now?
yeah, he jumped back, pressed the button, and got poked out for it.
Yeah, I mean, bro.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Every patch I hear people saying, you know, oh shit, Belial's dead, they nerfed him, they killed my boy. Bro, the rumors of his death were greatly exaggerated. This dude's here to play. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
that's
but-
an interesting setup.
Yeah, Belial definitely looks like a strong character. Haven't been really keeping up with Grand Blue recently, but I mean, he looks like he's doing fine, just fine.
Yeah, he's definitely a good character. Oh, I don't think that's what he wanted. Maybe. Okay. Big damage coming.
Yeah, very nice mid-screen converter. And a very comfortable life
Yeah,
lead,
you
but
can't do that, man.
the 5U and base
Oh,
DP.
this is so much damage!
Yeah, this is gonna hurt.
Yeah, he's not dead, but the situation after here is gonna be very rough.
Yeah, basically just need one more mix-up.
Yep.
Oh dear lord!
Are you kidding me? Oh my
That
god!
was, oh, wow. Really?
Someone clipped that. That was insane. Jesus.
I just saw Belial smiling. I was like, oh shit, he won. He got it to jump in. I was like, no.
No, he's happy
No.
even when he loses.
Yeah, he's always happy when he did it. Yeah, mais oui, madame, indeed.
Exactly. Mais oui, madame. That was clean. Yeah, I can respect needing a breather after that round. I totally get it. Oh, thank you, Toast. Shoutouts to Toast in the chat. You know he's always here for his fellow Belial brother, Sonic-san, and of course also another Belial brother on Dragoi. Oh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was. Oh no, didn't convert. Damn. Oh, but this. Okay, never mind.
Oh,
Nice.
very nice neutral jump there.
Yeah, I feel like Sonic-san.
And
Oh.
yeah, there it comes. Gotta watch out for that.
Yeah, for sure. That is a big factor in this matchup when meter is there. Yeah, man, you can't do that. It's hard. Like, it is, of course, possible to land that meaty because the 5U from Belial doesn't get active until, I think, frame 4? It might be frame 3. But, I mean, that's such a small window. And when you're doing it at full screen and you're, like, manually timing the charge, like, is it really worth the risk, you know?
A very nice DP there. Interrupting. He's been doing very well with Beelzebub's fairly slow DP.
Yeah.
I think it's still slow. Did they change that?
It's slow, yeah.
Oh.
I think they might have made it a little bit faster than it was, but it's definitely not the fastest. It's one of the slower DPs, like in the slowest class, so to speak.
I do think that slow DPs can be very awkward though.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I mean, even if it's slow, it's still DP, so you gotta watch out for it.
Yeah, definitely. Oh.
Speaking of things to watch out for.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that's dead. Oh, he messed up before he got
Could have
close.
been. Could have been. There we go. Nice chunk of damage here instead.
He actually made it.
That was unfortunate.
That is what the Japanese would call yomiai. These players be reading each other.
Very unfortunate there. Very unfortunate.
Yeah.
He already looked like he already decided to go for that thick throw when the first 2L hit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and then on top of that,
he was committed to that instead of like, are you gonna hit confirm one jab? No, you're not.
Oh, here's a big damage. Oh no, sorry, he didn't have the repeat. Oh wait, okay, he's going for a setup. He did have the fireball. My bad. Damn. He actually got a ton from that in the end.
Yeah, it was evidently a fairly good decision on Sonic Sound Sense.
Yeah, I feel like Sonic Sun has done quite a bit of research here on... I think it might be... Oh, wow. This damage. Jesus Christ, he's dead.
That always hurts. Like getting across the teleported and you're convinced that it's not real, but it is real and you die.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was one of the big things they did with Bubs 4 Season 2 was reduce recovery in his teleport. So he now has like a lot of teleport setups that are real, and you know, even when they're not setups, with the mental stack like high filled to the brim, it can be very difficult to deal with that teleport in some situations. Ooh, okay,
very nice.
Actually punished, but yeah, didn't get more.
Yeah, with the counter dive.
Yeah. That is not working out at all.
Yeah, it's not really working out. He loses his cooldown, but then again, the damage from the parry is not that big.
No, but he gets in. That's the big problem, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, good. Oh, yeah. Okay, move in. He wasn't prepared for the hit. Oh,
there.
Yeah, that's that.
Yep.
Yeah, Sonic took the first game here, and it was kind of like, damn, what's going on here for Dragoi? But then Dragoi took 4 in a row.
I think we can't really count out Sonic Sun just yet. I mean, I'm not gonna.
I feel like Sonic San has put in a lot of research in the Bubs matchup because he probably expected this. I mean, I said the same thing, right? That he's gonna pick Bubs. That's what he did against Deviants. I don't see why he would do differently here, and he did. So I think so. I feel like we see, especially in his response to Karma, which is, you know, the tandem where he pulls in.
Yeah.
I feel like Sonic San's responses to that show that he has definitely been looking at situations and, okay, how do I deal with these? Yeah. Because that is not stuff you just do on the fly. That is stuff you've looked up, I feel like.
I think one thing, I mean, I might be totally out of line or wrong here, but I think Sonic San is losing a lot of damage by going for sort of like pre-made decisions in his head, like going for a lot of command grab setups when he could have, I don't know, went for like a block string that would have led into a hit confirm instead or something like that.
Yeah.
Like it's almost as it's already decided what Dragoi is gonna do and acts upon that.
Rather than being reactive.
Yeah, and being like maybe a bit more cautious.
Yeah.
So to speak. But yeah, I could be totally wrong here, but it certainly looks like that in
I think it's interesting
situations.
because I do feel like Sonic San is fairly reactive on his defense. But his offense, I agree. He's a bit telegraphed.
Yeah, his defense is he's been doing really well there, especially like, and as you mentioned earlier, his responses to Karma and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very impressed with his defense. Okay, yeah, at that time it was definitely meaty, and Sonic San realized that it didn't go. Oh! Nice.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Yeah, good catch there. Ah, yeah, that's kind of hard to get, unfortunately. Yeah, Bob's 2H is not something you want to fuck around with.
Yeah, it's a pretty good button.
Yeah.
Does work.
Oh, wow, okay.
Dive kick and...
Here's the corner position.
Yeah,
oh, he
maybe maybe a bit early on the... maybe too hot on the DP there, considering Bubs or Dragoi had like all his cooldowns unlocked.
Yeah, but I mean,
hey, I probably would have done the exact same thing. I'm not blaming anyone, so to speak.
No, I get what you mean. I agree, and I think Sonic Sun agrees as well in hindsight. But yeah, I can see why the DP was something to go for. I just feel like he did it late enough where it was already a bad idea, kind of. Okay.
Very nice.
Yep. Also, something you may notice, since you haven't been keeping up that much, Sonic Sun has not done jump you a single time.
Yeah, I heard rumors on the internet that they nerfed that.
That got nerfed very hard. It's not really something you do that much of, especially not against a player of Dragoi's caliber, because Dragoi was already stopping that last patch. Consistently. He was 2H'ing Deviants almost every time he tried it. And that was when you got a lot of reward for it. Like, okay, what's he got here? Yeah, just go straight through. Yeah, it works. Nice. Oh, he didn't have the quarter circle back. It wasn't cooldown. Oh, but he gets him here. Yeah, he got him. Oh, Sonic Sun finally getting another game on his side. That puts him at 2. So it's 4-2 in Dragoi's favor right now.
So did it really nerf it that much? Because I kind of think that's a shame. It was a pretty cool tool. Like, yeah, it sucked to play against, but it was a cool tool.
When patch notes first came out, it seemed like they mostly nerfed him on block, but it actually got heavily nerfed on hit as well. On block, he will no longer bounce. He will just land, and he will be -5, which incidentally means only Belial can punish him. So the Belial matchup got even worse. And on hit, now, he will still bounce. But he doesn't combo into anything except jumping light unless it's crouching opponents or counter hit.
That sounds boring.
If it's crouching or counter hit, he will get essentially... Yeah, he saw it there. Like, he will not bounce when it's blocked. But if it's crouching or counter hit, it's essentially the same that it used to be, but yeah, only in those situations.
Yeah, that sounds boring.
Yeah, you're vindicating Toast right now. We've all been trying to calm Toast down, but you're bringing energy to it.
Well, that's what I do. Bring energy.
Typical market. Okay, here we go. Oh, nice! Yeah, he's been so good at reading those DPs, and this is huge
he's been eating a lot of the DPs, but he definitely doesn't get discouraged from them.
No.
And that's... You can't really be scared of a DP here, considering he doesn't lead that much.
No, absolutely.
But here we go. Speaking of scared, there's a lot of respect put on by... And into nothing, into command and grab.
Bro! Oh my god.
Very nice, very nice.
These boys with lab and command grab setups. Damn.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
Yeah, that sure was something.
Yeah, that was the best round so far, I would say. They did a lot of cool stuff, both of them.
Oh wow, put himself in the corner. That was probably not what...
I think he was reading the grab, because I feel like I heard the twing that comes from overhead.
Oh yeah, the universal overhead thing.
Yeah. Yeah, Sonic Sun not getting anything going this round. Everything is going well for him. Okay?
And nah.
Yeah.
Just like that.
I mean, those are the types of rounds that happen sometimes. As long as this doesn't become a pattern for him. Okay, he's chilling a little bit.
You don't want that.
Yeah. That's...
that was unfortunate.
But,
very unfortunate. We did the right call there. And...
Yeah, it was looking great, but then... Oh my god. Just DPing the sweep. What a mad lad. I think this is when we need to bring up... Dragoi is a very young man. And that is a young man power play. You and I could not do that. Not anymore.
Yeah, we're too old.
Yeah, we know the risks of life. You don't do those gambles as an older man. Okay.
Yeah, like that's probably why all the young kids are like investing all their savings in cryptocurrency and whatnot. They also like to match DP and put all their savings in some scam coins. But they have no risk reward.
I mean, in Dragoi's defense, he's gotten a lot of reward.
Yeah, and some people do.
Yeah.
Take a risk.
He's got good instincts, I will say that. I mean, it works in that situation.
Yeah, it's very.
Oh my god, he called him out!
He called him out. I'd say it's very promising characteristic to have while you're young, especially when you're right.
Of course, yeah. If you keep being right, then I mean, come on.
And damn. What's that? 6-1? Yep.
Yes. 6-2. 6-2.
6-2. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because Sonic Sun took the first game and then he took the sixth, I think. I love this splash screen. It's one of my favorites in the game.
It's very cool. I don't think I remember seeing it before. I've obviously seen it before, but
yeah, it's not that common because the bulk of damage, it's similar to Metara, where the bulk of damage comes from the pre-cinematic of his SSBA. So he will very often kill you with the activation of the SSBA. And actually getting the last part isn't that common.
Yeah, Dragoi showing yet again he's not scared to do DPs. We go blocking patiently.
Full pressure here from Sonic Sun.
Yeah, since Dragoi is respecting the claw thingy, whatever that's called, quite a bit. Like the situation afterwards, maybe if Sonic Sun, that it may be respected because Sonic Sun has been known to do like DP afterwards, but oh wow.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely a thing that can come. So you can't actually punish it. You can try to take a turn, but the range is also kind of awkward. Okay, here we go. All right, yeah, gets him low. Good confirm.
Yeah, nice length there from the 2 medium.
Okay. Chilling. Oh, okay. They're playing so patient.
Very patient. Yeah, I think Sonic Sun has become aware, or he's very well aware of the scoring. And wow,
Actually, it's the JU. JU exists.
it exists.
It exists.
Doesn't look nerf to me.
Oh shit! Damn! Martin going right back to Toast's bad side.
Looks just the same. What are you talking about?
You should reach
Like
here?
what?
Oh, not quite.
I've seen it like 100% of times this set. It worked.
Yeah?
It's the same.
Okay, what's here? Going for
There we go.
late tech. I mean, that is damage still. Late tech.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, good luck. Actually gets out. Oh! Yeah, that is...
Yeah, the range there was...
It's deceptive. And he gets him with the command grab. Still a decent situation for Sonic Sun.
And I was just gonna say that Sonic Sun had a very comfortable life lead and position, but how things have turned.
Oh
yeah,
my god,
just
he's
like
so
DP.
young!
Yeah, he's...
Okay! Oh, he got him with
gets
the
shit damage.
Damn.
Yeah, I think Sonic Sun was a bit too eager to finish him off there. And didn't really have the timing on the button interactions on the side.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Okay. It's DP. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, what's the wake situation there? Yeah, he was looking for the DP all the time, so it's like kind of cautious. Then he came.
Yeah, I think that's the case, right? Like after an EXDT, the teleport setup is actually real.
Pretty sure, yeah.
Or and wow,
Did he actually reach? He did!
Yep, it did. That's
all right.
2L to super.
Yeah.
And Dragoi takes it 7-2.
Yeah, so Dragoi taking the set there 7-2 over Sonic Sun. Well, great start for our reigning champion, of course. Coming straight in, taking the set. But definitely well played by Sonic Sun. That was a very enjoyable matchup.
Yeah, it was very fun to watch. Definitely. I think Sonic Sun had more in him than the results showed.
Yeah.
So to speak.
I mean, I feel like that always happens with these Clash of Champions sets, where you see the score and you're like, really? Was it? Because it always feels like it was so much closer than it was.
Yeah, but just can't win them all.
No, of course. It just comes down to who closes it out, because that's also a skill that's very important in fighting games. A lot of players are very good at playing, but then they're not necessarily good at closing out the actual matches. And I'm not saying that about Sonic Sun, because he did do that against Mirri last week. But that's also a thing that you need to keep in mind when looking at fighting games in general.
Mm.
It's also quite a different thing to do long and short sets.
Yeah, it's usually entirely different things. And you have off days, you have godlike days.
Of course, yeah. So now we are going to get a set that I know a lot of people have been looking forward to. This is a set we've seen many times in tournaments, and they're two of the best players in Europe. I mean, everyone participating in Clash of Champions is. But these two players in particular, people really like watching them fight each other.
I don't think I ever seen them fight each other.
Well, you're about to.
Maybe in the was Nevir in the European countries versus each other, blah 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 thing.
We had several of those.
I remember the first one.
I think he was in the first one. I'm not entirely sure.
I can remember because I can't recall me seeing Fitizen versus Nevir fight each other, but judging from what I've seen from both Fitizen and Nevir fighting other people, this is going to be pretty cool. Like, I mean, they both play like rock stars. They're both rock stars in that sense.
Yeah, but they also play very differently from each other. I would say Fitizen, obviously, and I mean, this is something he always talks about when you talk to him, he is very much a offline player, right? And playing online like that is fine. He always says that like in lower connections, like when it's like 2 frames or whatever, it's the same essentially. Like things aren't gonna change drastically. And as for Nevir, like without any negative connotations, he is obviously an online player because he hasn't actually had the offline events. As far as I'm aware, this was his first fighting game, and Corona happened, right? So there haven't been offline events. So Nevir is a player forged by online, and he is very strong. Like, he's super good. So these players, yeah, for sure. And these players come from very different backgrounds in that sense, like fighting game backgrounds, and it's going to be very interesting to see a longer set between them, because I don't recall ever doing that. I think I've only seen the shorter ones before.
Yeah, should be very interesting to see.
And I will also mention before I go into the introductions that this is also a matchup where we could potentially see other characters. I would say that Fitizen is almost guaranteed to go Percival. I know the practicing he did for the set was with Percival, but as a teaser for future things that may come, Fitizen has expressed clear interest in the newest character, Siox. 6. I actually played the... Man, I don't know how many.
Is it supposed to be pronounced Siox or 6 or
depends.
6 or...
It depends entirely if it's Japanese name or not. Japanese name is Shis, and the English is Siox.
That makes perfect sense. Thank you.
Yeah, I know. It makes no sense. But I played like 35, 40 matches with Fitizen yesterday on his Siox 6, whatever. And you know, it's shaping up. He's getting good. So that is a character we could potentially see later down the road during this exhibition series. As for Nevir, everyone knows him as Djeeta player. Djeeta is his best character. But last week against MrPOW, he brought out Eustace, which nobody was expecting. Not even POW, because they had played a million sets against each other, and he had always used Djeeta. Even the week leading up to their set, he asked for sets, they were playing, they were practicing, they were about even, and he was always playing Djeeta. And then he just pulls out Eustace. Like, right there, in the actual set, and it went well for him. Eventually he did go over to Djeeta, and the set ended, I think, 7-5 in POW's favor. But at the beginning, he was looking like the favorite with Eustace. It was crazy.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like I said, they're both rock stars.
For sure. So let's move into the introductions then. Both of these players are fresh to the Clash of Champions series. We didn't have them last time around, so I had to do new introductions for them, of course. And I think they encompass the strengths of the players quite well. So let's get into it. 不可能を可能にする男。その反応は天下無敵。Mr. 確認。Fitizen. He turns the impossible into possible. His reactions are unrivaled in this earth. Mr. confirms Fitizen. And on the other side, 判断の速さによって得得したあだ名はフェラリジータ。この嵐についていけるのか？スピードゲーマー、ネビー。His speedy judgment has earned him the nickname Ferrari Djeeta. Can you keep up with this storm? The speed gamer Nevir.
Yeah, I'm hyped. I'm hyped.
Yeah,
Definitely hyped.
I'm definitely hyped for this set as well. So the thing about Nevir is he had a reputation early on where people were like, "Oh, he's just rushing in and pressing stuff. He's Ferrari Djeeta." I disagree, or like back then maybe, I don't know. But looking at Nevir now, I think his speed is encompassing in his entire gameplay. The speed in which he reacts, the speed in which he adjusts, the speed in which he turns the situation around. I don't think he just rushes in, and that's not why I'm like keeping the name Ferrari Djeeta for him. I'm keeping it because this man does everything at 200 miles an hour, and you need to keep up. Because if you don't, he's gonna body you.
Yeah, I mean that's a very good point. He's got a very high tempo, high octane style in a sense, and you have to keep up.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're gonna sit there and be scared, and that's when Nevir really thrives.
Yeah, exactly. So we are gonna see Fitizen and Nevir go up against each other here. I would say I wouldn't say the expected matchup is 100% definitely Percival versus Zeta. And I know from having interacted with Fitizen a bit this week, different reasons, he helped me with some Granblue stuff, some Lancelot labbing and things like that. And I know that he's been practicing with that matchup in mind. But since we did see Nevir shock everyone last week, something could happen.
I mean, who else could be? Could be like Basaraga. Are we going to see a Nevir Basaraga?
I think he could still bring out Eustace again. Eustace got a lot of buffs this last patch. He got some interesting buffs even. But at the same time, I don't know who Nevir could practice against who also plays Percival right now. I feel like the other Percival gamers aren't... Like, the ones I know, like, for example, Viren, Myth, I haven't heard anything about them actually playing against Nevir lately. That doesn't mean it didn't happen, but I'm not aware of it.
Yeah, should see her.
Right.
It's gonna be...
Yeah.
Why?
Should start up soon here.
Yeah, place your bets, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. All right, so we're starting here. And I will say, like, having spent some time in the lab with Fitizen, I also saw him doing labbing, and he's been working on some stuff for this set for sure.
Yeah, and we're seeing the Percival versus Djeeta as expected. No sex cauldron here to close the place down. Let's go.
Exactly. All right, let's see here. So it's been a notorious thing that, like I said earlier, Fitizen, he enjoys the 2-frame, around 2 frames, right? Because he feels like it's offline then. And the routing between Nevir and Fitizen is generally not 2 frames. So Fitizen doesn't always play the way he likes to play, and that's what he's been working on adjusting now for this specific set. Okay, but I just need to play a way that I like, but that also works here. Right?
Yeah, I think everyone knew what they signed up for when they entered in any online event, really. Like, it's far from perfect.
That's what online is. You're gonna have different connections against different players, and I think Fitizen is more and more coming to terms with that and being like, maybe it's not my favorite, but I can make this work, I believe. And
Very
I feel
nice super there, or super confirm.
I feel like him believing in that is also gonna give him more confidence to begin. Like the confidence is gonna help him go further to begin with, even beyond the labbing. All right, let's see here. Good pressure from Nevir, but Fitizen actually gets out.
Ooh, very nice record there. Very nice spacing.
Perfect range.
Stopping the start on the fireball.
Yeah.
Okay,
nice gets the pro. Okay. Oh. Yeah, this is gonna kill.
Yeah, very nice, very nice.
Starting our first match with 1-1 in rounds. Let's see who takes the early lead here. Yeah, just goes for the stocks there. Always important for Percival to have. It makes him so much more threatening. Oh, damn. Was what a shame.
Yeah, just lost a lot of life there from the dash punches, or...
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, even without a clean hit, it does a lot of damage, but on clean hit with a stock, it does insane damage. And also, of course, the big value from the stock is that you get safe on block.
Very nice sweep into EX Record there.
Yeah, Djeeta's sweep is a very good tool of hers, and when you watch good Djeeta players, you can definitely expect to see a lot of it, because it's so versatile, given that this game is built around, well, I say built around, but a large part of this game is cancelable sweeps and how you work them for your character, right? Except I don't
very
know. Nice.
It was very unfortunate there from both players earlier when they hit a lot of stray. I think Nevir got a stray 2M and a stray 4M.
Yeah.
And Fitizen got one earlier as well.
Yeah, we're seeing that a little bit from both players, and you know, like we said, that's just how it is. I mean, if we're lucky, we can have the offline Clash of Champions in the future, right?
maybe at one point.
Yeah. But it is what it is, and both players are definitely used to playing in it as well. Like I mean, you played online, right? So definitely know what, like I said, what you're signing up for. Oh, damn! Yeah, I think he was doing hard reads there on probably a fireball. Practice, since it was EX, he might have just messed up the fireball.
There we go, the whip cancel EX Red Cat.
Oh, interesting, okay. It's a hard knockdown.
Which, of course, is not an actual whip cancel, but looks like that. And the Percival special.
You see why he has this title? Mr. Confirms. Oh, damn. MrPOW, we'll do our best for you. He just said in chat, his hotel Wi-Fi is only good enough for audio stream. So he wants much commentary.
That was a very nice air-to-air counter hit confirm. I really like how this game handles counter hit air-to-air.
Yes, I agree. You can get full juggles off of it if you have good awareness, and also, of course, depending a little bit on how the hit was. But yeah, counter hit air-to-air is definitely opening the door for a lot of expression.
Yeah, I think it's a very nice decision on their end, actually making that way like fully untouchable. Or whatever.
Yeah, I agree. That was... Man, they were just killing
nice.
There. Damn, okay. Nevir closing out that round.
Very nice.
Battle 3, engage.
This looks...
Okay.
A bit funky on my end.
Yeah, it could be just on the spectator side though, but...
Could be, yeah, but you're seeing the same things, I assume. Like,
yes, I am seeing the same thing. So it could be like that it's the spectator thing, it could also be that it's actually happening in the match. In which case we're gonna hear about it.
We're probably gonna hear about it.
Yeah.
There we go. Nice punish on the DP.
Okay. Oh, nice. Yeah, good reaction there on the clash.
Great decision there from Nevir, just going keeping up the offense there after the clash.
Oh, got him though. Oh, and the throw! Alright, Fitizen up 2-0 here.
Yeah, that slide did like, it gave you like a full juggle in Season 1, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can get juggle off it now as well, but only in the corner? Am I wrong? Virum, let us know. How does the EX low work now on Percival?
Very nice DP. I remember last time I played Fitizen, like last year or something. Yeah, it was early this year. He was like very on point with DPing through the fireballs.
Yes, that is one of Fitizen's specialties. As a Matera player, I can vouch for this. He is extremely good at knowing the full range of Percival's DP and also like seeing when a projectile or something similar happens. And yeah, you see that.
Oh!
It doesn't even work! They did nerf that a bit. But
yeah,
I didn't
doesn't care though. He gains back momentum immediately.
Yeah, I mean he had a big lead there, so
yeah, he could take the risk. He could take the risk definitely.
Okay, yeah. Virum just clarified. EX can be comboed in the corner, but only with close light unless it's a counter hit. Oh damn!
Very unfortunate there.
Yeah, I think that was him either going for fireball or just like gambling on that actually like hitting the side.
It looked like he was supposed to get a link from it.
Oh yeah,
but
maybe he just
wrong.
yeah, maybe he just got the wrong input before there. I actually found this out just yesterday. I had no idea, but Nevir is a keyboard player. So yeah, he actually plays on keyboard. So yeah, right. That's pretty rare. So it could. I can't wrap my head around the intricacies of like accidental inputs on keyboard, but someone who does maybe knows why he got what he got.
I mean, he's doing very well for himself, so it's
Sure.
working.
Oh, okay. That was very strange by their part.
Yeah, it was kind of awkward situation there for Nevir, considering it was like on ship territory, and I mean, if Percival just stands there, it's kind of difficult to challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like make something, or you want to make something, but Fitizen is ready.
Mm-hmm. Nevir taking some time here to breathe. Yeah, sticking on Djeeta. At this point, I don't expect him to look into any other characters. When he committed to Djeeta at the start, it felt like that's what it's gonna be.
And I think maybe there might be some unfamiliarity from Fitizen's parts when if Nevir was supposed to take like Eustace or something. But
Yeah, I could
think-
see.
I think unfamiliarity, even in the short run, is not really that valid of a strategy, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think at this level, it's only gonna take you so far, right?
Yeah.
So, in a first to 2, yeah. In a first to 7, probably not. Okay, yeah, get the conversion. Oh, and he
Yeah.
called him out. He knew it was coming.
And he's dead.
Yep. Notoriously, Percival super doesn't do a lot of damage, but close hit from that, yeah, definitely gonna kill.
That's just enough damage.
Yeah, it's just that it's hard to get a close hit with it. Oh,
Oh, that was an interesting whip there.
yeah.
There we go. Come on, Nevir. Very nice. And yeah, also very nice there. A beret of a roof. You're not gonna throw me a third time. I'm just gonna throw you instead.
Keeps building these stocks. Ah, yeah, didn't get a confirm, but gets off the far heavy. Yeah, that's killed. So 4-0 to Fitizen now.
4-0 Fitizen. I think, at least in this round, it's not something I really thought of earlier, but since Fitizen gets to run in a lot,
Yeah,
I think Nevir maybe needs to be like a bit more proactive or brave in pressing buttons and not being that scared of getting whip punished by like a far heavy or something.
yeah, I think you might be afraid of like the fitty reactions that are like classic. But even then, like if you're looking at specific like buttons that you're throwing out to try and stuff dashes, I feel like what Fitizen would react with in that scenario is like a DP. And first of all, hitting a DP isn't that bad for you. Like it's not that scary. You got a DP, yeah, okay.
Yeah, there we go. Like very nice. Getting just a pushing button there. Trying
Yeah.
to
He didn't believe in the counter hits. Oh, this time the DP works out. He has not been lucky on those so far, but this time he was correct. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, definitely looking to find a whip punish here to go into SBA!
Very nice. Very nice.
He got it! Yeah, this should kill, unless he somehow messes up the raise, but he does not.
Yeah, great stuff. Great stuff. Probably giving himself a pat on the back there. I think it was very pleased with that.
Yeah, Langston. Of course, Percy gets stacks off the DP, but he's getting stacks anyway at this point. Yeah, the actual hit of the DP is not a big threat. This is the thing. You see right there, like Fitizen gets all these stacks because he's gonna get the stacks anyway. Getting hit by DP isn't that scary of a prospect. Zeta isn't a character who can stop it. Oh, perfect.
Yeah, Fitizen really got to play his game that round.
Yeah, for sure.
Like he got to do a fireball, then him running behind it, cover, and putting himself at a range where he knows that, where he has the feeling that Nevir is scared to press buttons, that when he starts to dash in.
Oh, nice, but he didn't press the button to no counter it. Okay, and gets the throw. Oh, I called him out this time. This is gonna be big. Oh no, never mind. He was too far from the corner to get anything big. But this though.
Yeah. Very nice, very nice.
I think a big part of what's sinking Nevir in this set is simply being so often as DP reads. And that's not something you can just say, oh, just do better DPs. But Fitizen's been so good at reading them. I think Nevir has landed a few, but the ratio is very bad. And the punish you get for a DP is obviously huge, right?
Yeah, the risk reward isn't really in your favor.
Yeah.
And
I get Nevir wanting to get out of pressure, but I think he should be exploring other options than the DP to stop him, right? Obviously, Abare. Yeah, okay. Is he switching or is he just taking some breathing room?
yeah, maybe take the breather, I guess. Getting himself something to drink or something. That's, I mean, it's fairly hot here in Sweden. I can assume it's
Definitely hotter in France.
I can assume it's pretty hot in France as well.
Yeah. Yeah, people in the chat are saying like they would like to see Nevir jump more. I mean, I can see why you would say that, but I also think the history between these players is why he doesn't jump, because jumping against Fitizen usually ends poorly.
Yeah, I can very poorly, but I also agree that, I mean,
you should
jumping,
try it. Yeah,
yeah,
I
you
mean,
gotta try it. And
if you're losing the ground game, you need to find other avenues to advance. But yeah, he sticks on Djeeta after all. Switching colors, I believe. I think he was playing a different one before.
Yeah, sometimes you like, I mean, as I mentioned like earlier, if you get someone to doubt their strong options, then you have a lot of your work cut out for you.
Yeah.
So like if you make those reads over 5H or something like that, then maybe he'll get cautious and not press it that much, and that's when you can advance on the ground.
Sure.
So like get more space. That
sure,
way.
but it's not like Fitizen's just throwing out 5H.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's easy, I'm just saying...
No, of course. I'm just elaborating. Okay. Oh, damn, he didn't believe in that.
Then again, yeah, I'm not the one playing, so it's very easy to say things as a spectator.
That's our job. We're commentators. We call out stuff. Okay.
Yeah. Very nice into EX Rekka.
Yeah. Alright. Okay,
And
yeah, I'm gonna kill here.
Yeah. A lot of stare downs this round.
Battle 2, engage.
Let's see here. Oh, called out with the DP. Ah, a bit too far away for grab.
Yeah, a bit too far away. Very nice punish, or like that's what you get, a hard knockdown.
Yeah, hard knockdown.
And you're in the corner now, and it's pretty sucky in the corner.
Ah, what a shame. He didn't quite get an anti-air there. Now Fitizen stocking up. Oh,
wow.
Big
Did not get as much damage as probably could have if it had
no,
a
he could
cooldown
definitely
or
get
whatnot.
I think he could have even done something there. Oh, never mind. He got something now.
Yeah.
Oh, actually doesn't kill. Fitizen was right. Oh, and yeah, unfortunately, calling DP there. We've seen that a lot.
Battle 3, engage.
Fitizen with the psychic reads on every DP here. Or most. I should say every. That's not true. Oh, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it might seem like we're only talking about, maybe we're talking too much about what Nevir can do differently, but we should also mention that Fitizen is playing very well right now.
Of course, yeah, Fitizen is playing amazingly. Like, we're not criticizing Nevir with what we're saying, because you can't, like, it's easy to say after, oh, you should have just jumped, or, oh, you should have done it.
Yeah.
It's just pointing out like what's going wrong.
I mean, everyone in this competition is like very strong, and it really shows in these sets.
Yeah. Fitizen now at 6-0 over Nevir.
6-0.
I mean, even people who might have been favoring Fitizen for this set probably were not expecting 6 in a row from him. But it is first 7, so you know, Nevir's still in.
It is first 7, and Nevir is, I mean, he's such a strong player, so I have doubt that he's, I have no doubt that he can definitely turn this around, but I mean, it's going to be difficult for him.
Yeah, and now Fitizen is introducing a lot more of a command grab here. We didn't see much of that before. I wonder if this seems like
I was so expecting another one, but Zeta came out.
Yeah. This is like a calculated move from Fitizen, simply because he wants to steal a game, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean, he's reintroducing the command grab on the table, and it hasn't really been, he hasn't really needed it earlier, so it's just throwing like a new playing field to watch out for.
And one round away now. Fitizen looking ridiculously strong. Should mention, because I'm assuming you didn't tune in last week, you've been busy with other stuff, but Fitizen Svampen was last week, and Fitizen actually won that one too.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he won 7-4 over Svampen in the opener of this season. Oh, okay, pressure. Here we go.
There we go, yeah.
Yeah, Nevir getting good stuff. He's gonna get big open here.
Super.
Yeah.
Blue hair and everything. All the weapons in the world.
Yep. And
Lords of War, starring Nicolas Cage. All the guns.
Okay, didn't dare hoof the anti-air. Probably a good idea. Kind of hard to get on the unique. Nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yes.
Very nice.
He read it, got the clean ref punish on it. Very, very strong from Nevir there. The fire still burns in his eyes. Oh, damn, okay. Oh, good counter. And this will be stopped. No, okay. He is content.
Oh, there. Yeah, that's...
but he went over.
Yeah, he did not get the side he wanted there.
Yeah.
Oh, wrong direction. And the delay on the Rekka.
Yep. Oh, wow.
Yeah, runs into
so
the
close
5H.
now. Yeah, Fitizen. Such a dominant position in this match right now. Can Nevir turn it? Yeah, blocks the overhead.
Block. Very nice block there.
Yeah, for sure. That is awesome.
Yeah.
But he got him. And Fitizen takes the set and also produces the first 7-0 so far of this second Clash of Champions. Wow.
Very nice. Very impressive match there from Fitizen.
For sure, yeah. Amazing play. I do think Nevir played very well as well. I don't want that to be lost here. Because I do think Nevir did well. Most of what went wrong for him were simply situations where you can either choose option A or option B, and he picked the wrong one. And you know, that is gonna happen. But amazing stuff from Fitizen to basically be right every time, right? He's doing something
definitely. Yeah, he's definitely doing something right. And it showed. It definitely showed.
Yeah.
But yeah, all these games have had like very, I don't know, on paper, dominant looking results, but the games definitely said otherwise. I mean, this has been going on for like 90 minutes now, and
yeah,
3 first to 7s can definitely go faster than 90 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. The duration these went is actually pretty long considering the scores.
Yeah,
I think we got 1-1 in rounds so many matches in these. I don't think Sonic San Dragoi was ever 2 straight rounds. I think it was always 2-1 in rounds every match. I could be wrong on that, but it felt like it.
Yeah, probably.
Great stuff from every player today. I will be updating the standings and sending them out either tonight or tomorrow, so you guys can look at the updated standings. Of course, Svampen reestablishing himself a little after a rough start. Mirri unfortunately down 2 games right now, so he will almost certainly be in last place. Oh yeah, actually Nevir lost last week too, so it's Nevir and Mirri down at the bottom at the moment. Svampen and Sonic Sound 1-1 each. Dragoi at 1 victory because he had a break last week. MrPOW break this week, so he has 1 victory. And Fitizen taking the lead with 2 wins. But every player is going to have a break week, so right now Dragoi and POW, they aren't entirely in the mix because they have a sort of handicap, so to speak, in the rankings from not having played as many matches. But yeah, all that will be shared out later. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's been great as always. Thank you to the players. Thank you to the watchers. Thank you, of course, as always, to Godflash for hosting us, running this stream for everyone. Give him a follow, both here and on Twitter. He does a lot for the Ground Offensive versus community, runs some other events as well. And, of course, thank you to you, Martin, for joining me here on commentary.
Thanks for having me. It was a blast commentating these matches.
Yeah, very happy to have you, and I hope to see more of your Grand sometime soon.
Maybe we will one day.
When your arm's better.
When my arm's better, I can actually play for like longer periods now
nice.
without actually feeling that much pain. So
cool.
I mean, it's progress. It's progress.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, everyone. We're gonna head out.
So take care, everyone. Stay safe.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.